I am a huge animal lover. I have 2 dogs. I call them the good boys, and I'm all about natural health. So I was so happy to find Martha Lindsay. She is a veterinarian, and she also is a homeopath and does nutrition for pets. I'm so glad to have you on.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Now, what is homeopathy?
It is the kind of medication that is an energetic type of medication.
Oh, that's terrific. Now, I've heard about it for people. How does it work for pets?
The same way. The same way.
Okay.
We're at a little disadvantage though, because they can't tell us what they're thinking.
Oh.
And sometimes some of the behavioral symptoms are guided by what they're thinking. So we have to just look at the symptoms as they are, not interpret them.
Oh, that's very interesting. Now, what kind of symptoms do you see that you would usually treat? What's something that's common that's brought to you? Like for a dog, for example.
Well, everything. However, that would include gastrointestinal disease, itching skin, problems with behavior, problems with any kind of part of the body and immune system.
Oh, okay.
So anything that you see, cats that urinate inappropriately, perhaps around the house, kind of idea, or ones that have poor appetites, they get picky, they don't want to eat that food, but then they'll eat that food, but then they won't want that food, and then they'll go back to that food, and that kind of thing,
Now, speaking of food, let's talk nutrition. I've heard a lot about different diets. I've heard a raw food diet is really good. I've heard it's good to mix some raw food with maybe some cooked brown rice or some yams. What's your opinion on that? And does it depend on the age of the dog?
It depends on the condition of the dog.
Oh, okay.
Because the reason that a lot of the raw diets get bad rap is because the animals are really not quite healthy enough to handle it.
Oh.
So once they are brought to a better plane of health, then raw is definitely more nutritious.
Oh,
So now I'm saying not raw everything, because we still have to cook a potato for them.
Okay.
They can't eat raw potato. And we still would probably lightly steam vegetables, because they can't break down the cellulose with the chewing that you and I are supposed to do so many times for each bite, which we don't do. But the animals definitely don't do that. So they don't break down the cellulose to be able to get at the vitamins quite as well.
So can you give me an example of a raw meal? Would that be like raw beef mixed with some sort of baked potato or some other?
Right. You might again, you might have to do this under some kind of veterinary supervision, because you don't want to do it too rapidly. If they're already on a dog food, you don't want to make a sudden transition.
Yeah. So you want to mix it, right?
Very
a little.
gradually make that transition, and then go from there. You meat, potatoes, vegetables, fruits.
Great. Well, I want to thank you so much. And if people want to learn more, they can go to itsyourhealthnetwork.com. I will have a link to veterinarians that practice homeopathy and acupuncture as well. So thanks so much, and keep loving those pets. They're good to us.